Welcome back to another video, guys, and in this video we are going to be using an Xbox controller to harvest resources in Outlands. Now guys, Xbox controllers can be used for a lot of different things, but it just so happens that harvesting is like chill and it's like the easiest thing to apply to an Xbox controller. And yeah, I hope this is a good intro for you guys for doing that, and also for all of you harvesters out there, I made a great script for you guys. Yeah, it's all out there for you to use. It's free, and I'm going to show you what it does and how everything works. So we'll start off with my build real quick. Of course, I've got harvest, and I'm going to be using tracking at 120. We want to know where people are. We want to know all around us. We've got lumberjacking, mining, of course, and then peacemaking and musicianship. So peacemaking and music is really nice. So this just makes your mining so good, or your harvesting in general just so good. You know, the script is going to auto peacemake anything that attacks you. So that's very nice. And yeah, we've got some camping there. Now majory is at 100 because I do want the ability for gate travel, and that's for a very specific reason that I'll get into later. That has to do with, you know, gating back to your house, switching to a PvP character, and then fighting, you know, defending yourself if somebody attacks you. Because obviously this character is not going to be able to fight. Anyway, we have camping at 60. So now if you don't do that, you can put majory at 80. That's fine. You can bump up your camping a little bit. But we are going to want to have some camping because ore is heavy. So guys, let's look at the chain here. Now I have 30 links. I realize this is, you know, a lot of people don't have 30 links. So really all you want to focus on here is the effective harvest skill. You want to get 10 links. You want to gold those first, and that's really all you need. But because we're not using lyric and we're using harvest, we do not have access to bard resets. And bard resets are really nice, especially when there's more than one aggro mob on you. You can, you know, use the reset to piece them very quickly. So in order to get access to the reset, we've got 10 links there. And the effective barding skill, this is just so beyond just extra. You do not need this, but I just, you know, I had the links, I had the space, so I'm using it. Anyway, we're also going to take a look at my bag here. Now there's some required items for this script. Of course, your mining tool, so I'm holding that in my hand right now. And we'll put that in here. Now what you're going to need is you're going to need a boombox. Okay, there's a boombox. Now in this boombox is my musical instrument. There's a Supreme harp in there. It's just this is kind of a trash music instrument, right? But I like to use Supreme because I've got lots of them and they're cheap. Now all of your ore, you're gonna have an option to auto sort your ore and your resources in here. Because guys, thieves, you know, they will be sneaking up on you in the woods and they will steal your Valorite and your Averite ingots. You know, you do not want that to happen, so we use a boombox. We're also going to be using an atlas. This serves a specific purpose that we'll get into later. We're going to be using a rune book. Now guys, this script will either auto recall you if you want, and it'll use your rune book to do that, therefore rune book required. Rune tome. Now it must be a rune tome, guys, and if you didn't know, you should always be using rune tomes. Rune books are basically useless. You should never buy them, don't create them, and just go for the rune tomes. And of course our harvesting tool. Now also scissors. Scissors are very important. Now scissors are going to be used to toggle on and off the auto recall. Now I do not like using auto recall, guys, because it's so easy to troll auto recall scripts. All you got to do is just show up on a red somewhere within 100 tiles of somebody, and boom, they're gone, right? They're on travel cooldown. They're stopping mining. They're stopping harvesting. You know, guys, that red may not even care about you. So I would recommend that you do not use an auto recaller. However, I did build one into the script for those of you who do want to use them. I realize some of you like to triple box, and having an auto recaller is pretty important. So the scissors are what are going to toggle that on and off. But just know, guys, that when you start your game, the toggle is always off, default off. Okay guys, so let's get out there. Let's use the controller. Let's play the script. Let's see what happens. So I'm taking my hand off the mouse now, and I'm going to start using the joystick. So guys, I'm moving independent of my mouse. This is very easy to set up. It's one of the easier things to do, honestly, but you are going to need a program to do this. So let's take a look at that program real quick. Now I have soft cleared this with Owen. He didn't specifically tell me this was okay, but he also didn't say he was going to ban me. So he just said nothing. But now guys, this program here it only maps keys. That's all it does. There's no executables or scripts that this program is capable of. Therefore, I'm quite sure it is safe to use on Outlands, and I'm going to make a video on it. So this is my up, left, right, and down on the left stick, and these are the arrow keys on your keyboard. And what I've done here is I've just mapped my keyboard onto my Xbox controller. And very simple to do, guys. You are going to need the cursor, the arrow keys enabled in your client, and they should be default enabled, but if you've turned them off, you'll have to turn them on. And then the rest is pretty simple, guys. I just, my left trigger is tab, my A button is my A button, X button is X, this is like keyboard, Y button's M, and this is just going to be whatever you want to do, because each one of these is just playing a script, right? Okay, so that is Antimicro. The link is going to be in the description. And I am using an older version of this. I just really don't need anything else. However, if I do find a way to use the mouse with the right stick, I'm going to be doing that. But as of right now, we have no mouse control on the Xbox controller. So yeah, something to figure out later if it's possible. Not sure. Anyway, link is in the description, guys, and let's go play with it. Okay, so yeah, I'm using my left joystick here now, and I'm going to press my A button. My A button plays my harvester script. My B button plays my recall home script. My Y button will play a script that opens a gate, and I go in the gate, and then that's for me, changing clients and going on my PvPer. And the X button, the X button just hides. It's just a simple hide script. It'll try to hide you if you're standing next to a house first, but you might just need a hide, Skill cooldown, hide. So that's just how I have it set up. But the main script, guys, is, and you set those scripts up however you want. You might have your own scripts for that. But the main script is the A button. So I'm going to press the A button now. Boom. Welcome to Bapeth's Peaceful Harvester. It's going to give you a welcome message. It's going to tell you what cooldowns you need. It's also tracking somebody in the distance there. Ignore that. So it's just going to tell you a couple things, and it's going to tell you to read the info at the top of the script, because there's a lot of info there, guys. There is a lot of info, but we're going to go over that. All right, so now here's the actual script is playing. So once it says now get out there, the welcome message is done. It says select your boombox. So we're going to select our boombox. Boombox set. Select escape runebook. We're going to select our runebook, and it's set. Now it's time to harvest, guys. It's just going to yell there because we have a tracking. And now just real quick, guys, in your rune book, you are going to want, it's going to recall here. So it's going to recall the Aegis Keep for me. I like my house over here, but I put it as the first entry. It's always going to do the first entry. So, if you want that to be your house, then you want to make sure your house is on the first entry. And we will just put it there because I don't want to actually, we're going to test this out. Don't want to recall the Aegis Keep. All right, so now, guys, we have our Atlas. Now, the Atlas is used for natural forges, but I'm going to show you that later. Natural forges are a little weird. It seems as though staff has, you're not allowed detecting those with scripts anymore, so we had to do a roundabout way to do that. And then also we have our scissors. So our scissors, while the script is playing, we're going to click our scissors, and it's going to go escape mode enabled. Okay, so now if I track somebody, it's going to just recall me home. But I don't like that, guys, so I'm going to leave it off. So I'm going to click my scissors again. I was going to say escape mode disabled. And that is the default, guys. We're going to go with the default here. All right, so let's go hit some rocks. Here we are. Now you're also going to see the iron above my head there. And when we get colored ore, it's going to show up as colored ore. Now these are Razor overhead messages. This is not in the script. However, I'm going to show you how to install those as well. And we'll just mine a little bit of ore over here. And we're going to go through we're just going to mine a little bit, and I'll just show you all the features of the script, guys. So now we do have a war mode toggle, and that is for refining your resources. Oh, now our peacemaking has worn off, so our song of peacemaking kicks in. And we'll just come over here and mine a little bit. I do want to get some colored ore here so I can show you exactly how this works. Okay, now, so we've got somebody on tracking, guys. That's gray. He's in Corpse Creek, so he's automatically gray. And you can see my trackings is telling me where he is on tracking. It's also going to yell at me to tell you, if you have the yell emote unlocked, it's going to yell. But you can change that. There's instructions in the script. If you don't have yell and you have a different emote, you can simply change that. Also the timing, your customizations for your emote timings, some of them are 30 seconds, some of them are 2 minutes. It really depends on if you have any unlocked. And that is something you can edit in the script as well. There's some very easy instructions for you to do that. So yeah, let's walk around here, and oh, there's a giant rat there. Perfect. So we're gonna mine here, and this giant rat, he's gonna attack me. As soon as he attacks me, boom, he's peace-baked. Boom, like that. All right. So, and it's also gonna tell me the resource is depleted when the resource is depleted. As soon as it is depleted. So let's go over here. Oh, headless, he attacked me. He gets peacemaked. Okay. But you'll see like there's an Eden over there. So but it's ignoring the Eden. So it's not really, I'm actually not quite close enough to him. So it will be scanning him. See now, see it's scanning him, but he's not attacking me. So it's just going to ignore him. So we only want to be peacemaking stuff that's actually attacking us. Otherwise, it's like a waste of an action. And guys, I have spent a lot of time really narrowing in on the action delay for Outlands. And I've come up with a couple things. All right, we got some shadow ore. And so the action delay, I had a choice to make here, guys. I could make it a dynamic action delay, or I could make it a static action delay. And by that, I mean, the static action delay is it's very stable. It mines and uses your actions basically like exactly like always the same, but it's just a little bit slower. Okay, this guy's getting close to me. 52, 54. All right, he's not coming to me. He's blue anyway. All right, so back to what I was talking about there. The action speed. So I chose to go with a dynamic action speed. Now, that means that it will mine faster than the static action speed. However, it does rely a little bit on your action delay with, it relies on your ping a little bit. So if you have bad ping, it can like skip a beat once in a while. But after mining, I don't know, for about a week and a half, I just decided that the dynamic way is better to go, the better way to go. I think guy's getting pretty close to me there. You can see he's getting pretty close. The tracking changes colors the closer they get. But of course, if we look at our top right there, this is a blue guy, and I don't think he's going to be bothering me. Now, guys, I do have my tracking set for all character types. That's important. Personally, I would not use the auto recaller, and I would not use the red, gray, and enemy only. I want to track everybody. I want to know where everybody is, because guys, a blue guy can come up to you and he can open a gate right in front of your face, and 4 reds can pop out and just annihilate you, right? Like, so also thieves are blue. So if you want to be aware of people around you, just know that, you know, just because they're blue doesn't mean they're friendly, you know? So I personally like to know where every character is, and that is why I do not use the auto recaller. But yeah, if you do want to do that, I realize, you know, people will triple box, and, you know, if you're triple box mining, harvesting, then, you know, obviously you're going to want a recaller. Let's say this orc is going to attack me, and he's pieced. All right. So, you know, it doesn't piece them like super instantly because we are sharing action delays with mining, but it is pretty quick. You do have to be aware of your cooldown though, guys, because if your bard reset doesn't kick in, then you do have to wait 10 seconds between each piece make. And if there's multiple targets, you're probably going to have to move around a little bit. But yeah, that works really nice, just like that. So guys, I've got some colored ore now. So let's talk about another function here. Now, if you decide to go into war mode, at any time you go into war mode, I'm going to go into war mode, it's going to auto sort your colored ore into your boombox, because we don't want thieves taking that. It's going to leave the iron ore out because I really don't expect a thief to steal from your iron ore pile. And if they do, I mean, who cares, honestly? I mean, it's just like really, like, it's just such a waste of time for them. And yeah, that's how that works. So let's get a couple more ores here. And you can see we're looking at people in Corpse Creek right now. Like, we're very aware of what's going on over there. We can see Rebel Assassin. Look at all those guys. We got Stu up there. We got Nuwaka, Duka, whatever, Dalka, the Helga, you know. Oh, now he got up to me because of my tracking cooldown. Tracking and peacemaking, they do share a cooldown. So I've got this. You'll see tracking comes up once in a while when it you know, maybe shouldn't, but it's actually just blocking tracking so that the peacemaking takes priority. Anyway, that was a little bit heady. So let's go smelt our ore. So I'll show you how the smelting of ore works now, guys. Now, it's very important to know when you're mining, guys, that the best way to smelt your ore is using player houses, okay? Players have forges all over their houses. They're everywhere in the world. There's just, I don't know, tens of thousands of them probably. And maybe thousands of them, maybe not tens of thousands, but there's thousands of them, you know, just all over the world. Now, where are they? Where are they? Oh, wait, what's that? There's a forge up there. Okay, so now when you're in war mode, the script is going to look for a forge. It's going to tell you where it is, the closest one, right? There's actually one over here too. This one's closer. So now it's going to show that one. So these are forges in people's houses, right? All you have to do is be in war mode. It's going to tell you where they are and just walk right up to them. It's going to automatically smelt your ore and your ingots, or it's going to smelt your ore and it's going to put your ingots into the boombox. And we're done. Now you don't want to leave it in war mode, guys, because it is, remember our action delays are very, they're very tight. So we do not want to keep that on. And that's only really for sorting and smelting. And yeah, we'll just mine a little bit more down here, dull copper. Now I'll show you what happens if I turn it on while I'm mining. It's going to, every ore it's going to put in the box and it's going to slow my mining down. See, it slows it down. But maybe if you're mining averite, maybe you want to do that. Just if you're paranoid of thieves, that's okay. Or you just wait till you're done mining and then press the button, you know? So yeah, here we are going through. We are using our Xbox controller. And that is pretty much the gist of mining, guys. And you'll see the speed is pretty good. Guys, let me know if the speed is not working out for you. But we're going to get into the settings on that as we discuss the script, because there is some specific settings. And I feel like I made a little bit of a discovery on the action delay in order to you can kind of queue up your action delays with the server. And even if you have bad ping, you can kind of still you can still act fast. So yeah, there's a little bit of a limitation there, but that's a hard one to explain. But I mined so much and I was just like, I have to mine the fastest. This must be the fastest. But you'll notice that when I track, though, it will skip a beat on the mining. So, because we are, looking at all those guys. They're doing like a Corpse Creek contest right now. You can see there's just tons of people down there. And they're getting close. They're getting pretty close, but I don't expect they're going to be bothering me too much here. So, also, guys, little known fact, Corpse Creek is one of the best places to mine. And it's just kind of weird, but nobody really seems to bother you here. I mean, people just generally, PKs aren't coming here to look for miners, because PvPers typically come here to get in fights with other PvPers, right? So, you know that bad PKs look for miners, right? Because miners are typically, or harvesters in general, are just typically, they can't fight back. So, bad PKs don't like coming to Corpse Creek, guys, because they get their asses kicked. So therefore, it's just kind of weird. It's just one of the safest and best places to mine in the game. Look at this NC guy. He's so close to me right now. Okay, but he's gone. So you don't really got to worry about it. See, if I was using the auto escape, I'd be gone already and I'd be on cooldown and, that's kind of pointless, right? I mean, those guys they don't even care about me. Okay, so now we do have a forge right there, so we're going to take advantage of this forge. And we'll get that iron, just keep going with the iron there. And yeah, I am skipping a beat because of the tracking, but it's okay. Okay, so now click on the war mode. Oh, tells us where the forge is. We already saw it, but here we go. We also barded that guy, and he barding broke, but we barded him again. Okay, 344. Oh, is that 844? Or that's 844? 844. Okay, obviously the Xbox controller can't do that. So we go to the mouse and keyboard for that. Now we're going to play again. And we're just walking to the forge, and you'll see it just automatically does our ingots. All right, and here we are in just a kind of a newbie mine here, guys. And I want to show you that these natural forges, staff has changed these for some reason. I'm not sure why. Probably has something to do with people cheating or something, but yeah, these natural forges you see here, they cannot be detected by the Razor script, unfortunately. So I had to come up with a roundabout way to actually use them. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, like natural forges, there's not that, I mean, they're in the world, but I mean, there's way more player forges than there are natural forges. So honestly, guys, I would just always use a player forge because it's so easy to find them, and they're typically like right beside you wherever you are. But if you are in one of these types of mines and you're kind of like a noob miner, of course, this is what noobs do. They leave Prevalia and they come into this Prevalia mine, and yeah, this is typically where the noobs will go. But say you want to, I'm gonna use one of these. Now I'm gonna go into war mode. Okay, and it's gonna sort my ore, as we saw before. I'm just gonna walk right up. Ooh. Where? Averite? Averite. Hey, let's go. Oh man, that was such a bad. I only got 2 out of that. Okay. All right. Any more? I'm pretty sure that was it. All right. Okay, so but anyway, we're gonna come up here, and we're in war mode, and it's not smelting. It doesn't tell you where it is. But so how do we do it? Okay. You come up to here, and you open your atlas. That's all you got to do. Okay, so now I have the atlas bound to a hotkey, but I'm going to use my mouse here just to show you that you just come over to your atlas and you just double click it. Okay, and see, it's smelting, right? Boom, boom, boom. There you go. That's all you got to do. Now there is an atlas hotkey, and I do have that bound to my keyboard, which is also bound to my Xbox controllers. I can just use the Xbox controller. I don't need to use the mouse for that. Alright guys, and we are going to be doing a little bit of lumberjacking now, and before I do that, I'm going to switch my tracking mode because I do want to showcase the auto recaller. So it's currently set to all players, and we're just going to change that to murderer players only. We're going to play our script. It's probably going to take one more look. Yep. And then we're going to click the scissors to change to escape mode. So now escape mode enabled. Now do be patient with these guys. It might take like half a second for that to enable. So yeah, we are now on escape mode. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of lumberjacking. So this one's pretty straightforward, guys. There's a larger delay between resource gathering when it comes to lumberjacking over mining. Therefore, we can actually go into war mode the whole time here. Okay, so we're gonna leave it in war mode as we lumberjack. Now the reason is because every time we get some logs, it's going to turn the logs into boards. It's going to put the boards in the boombox. All right, so this is a thief-proof way of harvesting. And yeah, of course, it's going to peacemake that harpy there, as you saw. And as soon as that headless attacks me, it's going to do him too. And there it goes. He may get like a second to like come towards you, but just be patient with it. And yeah, if you're on cooldown, you will have to move around if there's multiple mobs. Yeah, we're just going to do this. And now hopefully, guys, somebody's going to pop up on our radar real soon here. And it's going to show us how the escape mechanism works. So we'll just keep mining, or we'll keep lumberjacking some logs here. And any moment, somebody is going to be popping up in Corpse Creek there. And it's going to auto recall us. So we'll just get a little closer. And yeah, guys, this Corpse Creek is such a beautiful area. It's one of the best designed areas in all of Outlands map. Kind of funny. It's like the murderer area, and it's also the most beautiful bloody area ever. So, I guess Owen likes murderers or something. So yeah, let's get a little closer because we do want this to trigger. And as far as the harvesting goes, this is very straightforward, guys. It is really just, it's harvesting as fast as it can. It may skip a beat once in a while, but no biggie. It's very rare. And guys, if you do notice slow harvesting, do leave a comment in this comment section, or just DM me on Discord, and I will try to fix that. But as far as I can tell, this should be universally fast for everybody. Just collecting those logs, waiting for a gray to show up on the radar. Any second now, and it will yell. Oops, finish the logs. Resource depleted. Let's come on down here. Choppy. Look at that, grizzly bear attacked me from under the water there, and I still peacemaked him. It was nice. Now sometimes the peacemake will be out of line of sight, and it's gonna try to do it again in like 3 seconds or so. Hey, we got some bearwood. More bearwood, yes. More bearwood. Come on, baby. Yeah, 3 in a row. Oh, we're gonna get 4 in a row? Come on. Oh, we got 4 in a row. Wow, we got full. That was nice. It's a lot of airwood, guys. Oh, this one. Yeah, any second now, guys, somebody's gonna be popping up on my radar and I'm gonna be auto-recalling home. Any second. No. Yeah, corkscrews is a really popular area. So I imagine, you know, somebody's going to be here soon. They're either going to be here to look for a fight, or they're going to be a red recalling in dead, getting a resurrection. And yeah, beautiful logs harvesting. Beautiful logs. I really love the script, guys. I think it's one of the best harvesting scripts out there. Of course, there used to be like automated ones that would walk you around and all that, and gone are those days, so we are doing it with an Xbox controller. Well, there's somebody right there. Look, see? We caught him. He's hiding. All right, so that was an auto recall. All right, guys, now let's install the script and let's install the overheads. Now, overheads are a little complicated to install. It's not as easy as a script, but let's go over it real quick. So if you come over to Jace's website, guys, and of course, link is in the description. Also, shout out to Jace again for hosting this awesome website. And yeah, you're going to want to search for Bapeth tracking and resource razor overheads. Of course, just click the link and you'll be right here. So we're going to want to copy that. Now, of course, this isn't a script, guys. So this is sort of like an XML file, but it's for Razor. And how we are going to do this is we are going to come over here to our directory. Default directory, so we go classic UO, we go, well, it's Ultima Online Outlands, classic UO, we go to data. This time we're going to go to plugins, we're going to go to assistant, we're going to go to profiles, we're going to find our character. Here's Bapeth. I'm going to edit with Notepad. I've got Notepad++, highly recommended, but regular Notepad works just fine. And here we are in our profile. So my profile is loaded with so much stuff, guys. Yours is going to look a lot different. But what we want to do here is we want to scroll all the way down to the overhead section. So down, 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 down. And we're going to find overheads here. And here they are. It's going to say overhead messages. Now, if you have none, this is going to be empty. But I have like tons here. So we only want to use the ones that are pertinent to my script, which are, we're going to paste in here. Now, mine are already pasted in here, but you're going to see like overhead open. And then if you come all the way down, if you have overheads, you're going to see overhead closed, okay? And if you don't have any, I'm not sure if that's going to be there, but just go into Razor and make one. It's very simple. I'll show you where that is real quick, just a sidebar. It is the display counters, it is the overhead messages, and we want this clicked. We want show to be clicked. And if you have nothing in here, guys, just create something, just anything. And then, yeah, come on back here. Open this file up, and this is where we paste it. So anywhere in here, you want to just, you know, give yourself some space, and right click, paste, boom, there it all is, right? So I've already got that in there, so I'm just going to back that out, and we want to hit save. And I am not going to save because mine does not need saving. Yeah, we'll close all that out. And now at this point, you're going to want to restart your game, but I would recommend actually just closing your game first, doing that, and then opening your game. And yeah, that's it for the overheads. Once you have that installed, you'll be able to see the tracking and the resource types. All right, next we're going to look at the script, guys. Now, this is a pretty big script. It is a lot of stuff is going on here, but it is very easy to work through. And I'm just going to harvest. There I am. Okay. So, just some instructions here, guys. We're going to go through this. So I've released an update for this Tattoo on September 7th. Which is basically right now. And, okay, so required. So do not include quotations when you're doing this. This is just, you know, obviously the quotations are there for highlighting what you need to do here. So if you have music and peace, then you need a cooldown called peacemaking. You need a cooldown called barding reset. And if you have any tracking skill, you want one called tracking. Pretty simple, guys. So you know how to do that. You just come into your options here and you go to cooldowns. And this is where you handle it all. Of course, your general settings, you're going to want the cooldowns to be showing. You can adjust your cooldown, you know, your bar, your height and width there. And yeah, this is where we're going to do it. So you create a new entry, and you type in peacemaking, blah, blah, blah. You know what to do, guys. That's pretty simple. So once you got all that out of the way, let's come back to the script here. And then let's talk about the barding reset. So barding reset, it does require an overhead trigger message. And yeah, so when you do the barding reset one, you want to overhead trigger to be your barding skill cooldowns reset. And you want the cooldown to be 0.5 seconds. And again, that looks like just like this. So hide and inactive, I like that. Pause during world save, just select your color there. And remember, this is an overhead message, guys. So you got to make sure that that's set to overhead message. I'm going to copy and paste that exactly just like that. And set the cooldown to 0.5, hit apply, hit OK. That's it for the cooldowns. So pretty easy stuff. Now, guys, harvesting speed, you're going to want the auto queue object delay setting checked. And we're also going to make sure our object delay, I'm setting it to 503 now, okay? So if you use any of my other scripts, this works for those too. So I would recommend, guys, that if you're using my lockpicker script or anything else, set your object delay to 503. And so we will go to options tab, targeting queues sub tab. So we go options, we go targeting queues, we make sure auto queue object delay is on. And I also like this too, queue, just set it up just like this. Now this range check, this is for ocean stuff. You don't need that. But you know, that should always be 12. Or if you're on the ocean, guys, just sidebar instead of 22. Anything above 12 is good. So 503, we want this to set to 503. There's a complex reason for that, and I'm not going to get into that right now, but just know that that's going to help you with your action delay. And yeah, so let's take a look at the items here. Now we're going to need a pickaxe or hatchet, but guys, use one or the other. Don't have both in your bag. It's okay to have both in your bag, but honestly, the script it's going to cycle through them if you have both in your bag. So just pick one or the other. You're going to need a boombox. If you don't have a boombox, you can also use a trap pouch. Well, the trap pouch will be used in place of the boombox if you don't have one. You're going to need a musical instrument. I use Supreme, but you can use whatever. You don't need a resource stockpile, guys, but I would highly recommend that you have a resource stockpile. These cost 25 Prev coin, I believe, 20, 25, somewhere around there. And yeah, they're an item for your in-room or your house. And this is where you should be storing all of your resources, honestly, and all of your items and stuff. We're also going to need an atlas. Okay. There's a couple more items there, but they're later on down the list. So, but really, that's what we really need is these. Like, you cannot be operating the script without these things. Atlas is somewhat optional, but you guys saw how that worked. Okay, so now optional, if you want to install the overheads. So we just went through that. And just there's some instructions here on just how to go through all that, just written out, default pathway, all that. So now additional scripts the item uses: Cure Potion, Heal Potion, Refresh Potion, Strength Potion, Cleansing Brew, Scissors. We know what those are for. That's for switching your auto recaller on and off. And you're going to need a Rune Tome and not a Rune Book. Do not use a Rune Book. All right, spam reduction, guys. If you want the spam to be cut down a little bit, you can follow the instructions here. And guys, the yell emote here, if you want to change that, if you have a different emote, if you don't have yell unlocked, you can do that here if you like. Totally optional, but just go down line 328 and line 363. So we'll see them down here. There's line 363 and line 328. So you just simply change that from yell to whatever you like. That can be, you know, whatever you have unlocked. If you have nothing, it's just don't even worry about it. And also the timer, guys, the timer right above it, line 362 is 120 seconds. And also up here, line 327, if you have the customizations unlocked and you want your yell to happen faster, you can match those with your customizations. Mine is actually 60 seconds, so I can just like put that to 60,000. You know, I'll put that one to 60,000. And yeah, so, and then you can save it. So yeah, next. Where are we here? So we have spam. Okay, so now how to use this. We know how to use it. We did a video on it. So just in case you didn't watch the video, there's some how to use stuff in there. It's just going to describe peace mode. It's going to describe war mode. And of course, it's going to describe the atlas and the auto escape. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So there's a recommended build here. It's called the Peaceful Harvester build. It's pretty good. I like this build a lot. So yeah, that's the build there, and you saw it. So yeah, that's going to be about it, guys. That's the script. That's the Xbox controller. And there's some other stuff that you can do with the Xbox controller, but that's for another video, and you can put your mind to that, play around with it. Let me know how it's working out for you guys, and thank you for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bapeth loves you, and I'm out.